and Meghan have been told they cannot have private armed security guards on their first trip to Europe since Megxit. The Duke of Sussex is suing the British government after his taxpayer-funded Met Police armed guards were removed when he quit royal duty. In High Court papers, the Duke says he does not feel safe in Britain without armed security and says the decision is unlawful and unfair. Harry, 37, and Meghan, 40, are believed to have armed protection in the US but are not allowed to use them when they come to Britain. Last night, Dutch authorities said Harry and Meghan's private close protection officers cannot be armed if they travel to Holland for the Invictus Games this weekend. The couple are due to be at the opening ceremony in The Hague on Saturday. The Dutch royal family are expected to attend the games, but Harry and Meghan will not be staying at their palaces and there will be no official reception for the duo. Harry and Meghan are believed to employ armed security from A-list bodyguards to the stars Gavin de Becker when they are in America. Asked if private guards are allowed to carry weapons in the Netherlands, police spokeswoman Anna-Sophia Posthumus said, "No, in the Netherlands only government officials, police, military personnel etc., are allowed to carry weapons." Prince Harry could be taking advantage of physically and mentally damaged soldiers by using the Invictus Games to plug his mental health startup BetterUp, a royal expert has suggested. The Duke today said the mind is like a muscle because it needs to be honed, trained, rehabbed and coached as part of his role of Chief Impact Officer at the California-based coaching company, which has announced it is teaming up with the foundation. He added that the games are about empowering every single person around the world, as BetterUp revealed it will offer one-to-one coaching and personalized assessments to support people involved with Invictus. But royal biographer Angela Levin, author of 2018 book Harry, Conversations with the Prince, told MailOnline today that Harry might be taking advantage of the soldiers involved in the event. She said, "Would Harry say I couldn't think of a better new partner for the Invictus Games Foundation than the mental fitness platform BetterUp? Does anyone think he'd say this if he worked for a different company? Could he instead be taking advantage of these physically and mentally damaged soldiers? Once for BetterUp and again for Netflix. Of course he can make as much money as he'd like, but it leaves a bitter taste behind if he doesn't donate a decent amount to the charity." The foundation said it will provide access to 500 members at no cost to the individual, and the announcement comes ahead of the Games in The Hague from this Saturday until April 22 after being delayed by COVID-19. Harry founded the Games to aid the rehabilitation of injured or sick military personnel and veterans from across the world, by giving them the challenge of competing in sporting events similar to the Paralympics. The 37-year-old said, "At its heart, the Invictus Games is about empowering every single person around the world. It's a worldwide display of resilience, determination, and community for which each of us can draw inspiration. I couldn't think of a better new partner for the Invictus Games Foundation than the mental fitness platform BetterUp. The mind is like a muscle, it needs to be honed, trained, rehabbed, and coached. The men and women I served with understand this, the Invictus community knows this, and now the world is beginning to see it too. I'm honored to bring the work we do at BetterUp to Invictus and look forward to expanding the support systems that service members and veterans depend on to achieve remarkable feats." San Francisco-based BetterUp is valued at $4.7 billion, $3.6 billion, and Harry's role, which he took on in March last year, includes product strategy, philanthropy, and public advocacy related to mental health. The Duke is also involved in the firm's commitment to Pledge 1%, a movement which encourages companies to donate 1% of equity, staff time, product or profit to their communities. Harry has said BetterUp envisioned a world where growth and transformation are possible for everyone, and everyone has access to the support and care they need to thrive. Last December, Harry was criticized for advising people to leave their jobs in favor of bolstering their mental health during an interview about his role at BetterUp. He also said at the time that the world was at the beginning of the mental health awakening and spoke about continuing to pioneer the conversation.